recent days, a lot of Nigerians took to social media to join voice in the End SARS Media campaign. The campaign got more serious after an incident where an innocent Nigerian, Mr. Kolade Johnson, was mistakenly shot dead by a SARS official on Sunday where he went to watch a football match. Unlike before, the president of the country responded to the campaign using his Twitter handle. He is of the opinion that the government will not tolerate brutalization of Nigerian citizens or the violation of their rights in any way. My name is Olukunle and I hope you have been enjoying your week well. Here again to serve you daily highlights of the news making the rounds. Well, of course, we are still in not too good a mood about the death of Kolade Johnson, an innocent Nigerian who was just, watching for a football match after a meal, and then he was being shot dead by a SARS official. Well, I haven't taken to the social media again to end by using the End SARS hashtag End SARS campaign continued. The president has responded using his Twitter angle, which I feel is a very, very good improvement after seeing the Commissioner of Police being leading top officials of the police to the house and residence of late Kolade Johnson. We also see the president responding to it, and that tells us that the voice of the grassroots is beginning to get to the required and necessary quarters. He said that let me put it this way now. He said, while important steps have been taken by the police leadership to restructure and reform SARS in line with presidential directives, more needs to be done. I assure this will be done. We will continue to work to ensure that we have a police force that adheres to the rule of the law. He said, I acknowledge the genuine outrage from citizens and civil society groups regarding the activities of SARS. As you are aware, the suspects in the Kolade Johnson's killings are in custody. When the orderly room trial is concluded, indicted officers will be prosecuted in court. Well, the finally said the recent unfortunate action of SARS operatives from the Lagos State Police Command, which led to the avoidable death of Kolade Johnson, is deeply regretted. Once again, our condolence to the family of the deceased. I am aware the police authority have visited them. Well, that is it from the president. Like I said earlier on, it's a good development coming from the president, responding to the death of the football fan who died as a result of gunshots from a police officer. This is also coming from ASUU, saying that Taraba State University ASUU resumes indefinite strikes. Taraba State University ASUU resumes indefinite strikes. Well, I don't know. When are we going to get through with this ASUU strike of a thing? It's not really going down well with us as Nigerians. The young ones who are in school and everything is not going down well with us. And I want to believe that the voices, the people that matter in this corridor will listen to us and just do something about this. And let this ASUU strike today, ASUU strike tomorrow come to an end. If somebody is supposed to spend 4 years in school, now ends up spending 8-10 years, when is he going to practice? And when is he going to be able to do something for himself? I want to believe that the authority will be able to do something about this at this time and let it not get out of hand before they do something about it. In a statement made available to ONIF TV on Wednesday by Samuel Shika, the Taraba State University ASUU chairman, he said that the lecturers would remain at home until their demands are met. They will remain at home until their demands are met. And so I please plead with our president to please help us look into this so that people will be able to return to work, and then they will be able to do, Saraki congratulates WIKE governor. Congratulations, he said using his Twitter angle. Congratulations, Governor Nyesom Wike, on your decisive victory in Rivers election. As you prepare to begin your next term at the helm of your state's affairs, I wish you and the great people of Rivers State great success and many more achievements in the years to come. And that is to celebrate the winning, the success of Governor Wike as he leads as he wins additional 4 local governments. You will remember that coalitions were resumed in Rivers State earlier this week, and then they are beginning to reach a decisive decisive moments where the winner is already known. President Muhammad Buhari has directed Finance Minister to sell all recovered assets. President Muhammad Buhari has directed the Ministry of Finance, led by Zainab Ahmed, to sell all recovered and liabilities-free assets in 6 months. A number of politicians and former government officials will be affected by this because some assets have been seized in the course of the war against corruption embarked on by the Buhari administration. Now, speaking on Tuesday, while briefing the House of Representatives Joint Committee on Finance Appropriation, Planning and Economic Development, Udoma, the Minister of Budget and National Planning, said the federal government is determined to improve its revenue generation in 2019. The Ministry of Finance, working with all the relevant authorities, have been authorized to take actions to liquidate all recovered, unencumbered assets within 6 months, he said. The Department of Petroleum Resources has been directed to, within 3 months, complete the collection of past due oil licenses and royalty charges, including those due from Nigerian Petroleum Development Companies, NPDC, a subsidiary of NNPC, which it had agreed to pay since 2017. Udoma told the lawmakers that the president has directed that works should be concluded on the development of the national trade window to enhance customs collection efficiency from the current 64% to up to 90% over the next few years. They attributed the government's inability to meet its revenue target in 2018 to the non-implementation of some one-off item. According to Udoma, these items include the 710 billion naira from all joint venture assets restructuring and 320 billion naira from the revision of the oil production sharing contract legislation term, which have now been rolled over to 2019. Speaking to the production quota agreed on by the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, the minister explained that there is no quota set for condensates. Mr. President has directed the NNPC to take all possible measures to achieve the targeted oil production of 2.3 million barrels per day. He explained that in allocating funds in the 2019 budget, proposals priorities was given to critical infrastructure projects. Let me quickly serve you headlines from the Vanguard newspaper and also from the Punch newspaper online. Ease of doing business. Kaduna, Enugu, Lagos, Abia, Anambra, top reformed states. They are top reformed states in 2018. Federal government committee okays 3.4 trillion naira proposed promissory notes to offset local debts and salaries. That's good news. That's good news. Nigeria, 7 other nations home to world's hungriest. That's not a good one. Nigeria and 7 others are home to world's hungriest. Then the UN has declared that. Breaking, INEC declares Wike winner of River governorship election. INEC has declared Governor Wike as the winner of River State governorship election. And still coming from the Onogens angle, the CGN sends investigative report to Buhari. CGN sends investigative report to Buhari that is touching the embattled CGN. FG to sell off recovered assets within 6 months. I have given you details about that. Breaking again, 5 killed, scores injured, houses razed as suspected headsmen invade Benue community. That's coming from the Vanguard newspaper. Very quickly, let me give you what we have in the Punch newspaper. Reactions as Dangote asks northern governors to combat extreme poverty. Reactions as Dangote asks northern governors to combat extreme poverty. Well, this is coming from the Punch newspaper online. We have one from the sports angle saying Odemwingie announces retirement from football. Odemwingie, of course, one of our very good footballers, announcing his retirement from football. We also have police arrest prison officers for plotting inmates escape. Police arrest prison officers for plotting inmates escape. Please forgive us, repentant Boko Haram members beg Nigerians. Please forgive us, repentant Boko Haram members beg Nigeria. Kolades killers will be prosecuted. Buhari, Kolades killers will be prosecuted. We also have here the court jails man for internet scam after FBI petition EFCC. Court jails man for internet scam after FBI petitioned EFCC. PDP Saraki Dogara plots. PDP Saraki Dogara plots to hijack 9th National. I beg your pardon. 9th National Assembly will fail. APC. PDP Saraki Dogara's plots to hijack 9th National Assembly will fail. Well, that is still all coming from us at ONIF TV. Or Ibadan Oba's fault Olubadan on illegal crown commitment. Ibadan Oba's fault Olubadan. Of course, you remember that there have been some outrage in Ibadan with regards to whether they are wearing the real crown or not. That will be all for now from us here at ONIF TV. I wish you all the best today and enjoy your day. My name is Olukunle Efson. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.